What day is it?
Folks, Merry Christmas.
Yes!
Ho, ho, ho.
You'll shoot your eye! You'll shoot your eye!
La 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 la.
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Well, I don't know what to say, except it's Christmas and we're all in misery.
Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.
It's that time. Christmas time is here. Everybody knows there's not a better time of year. Hear that sleigh. Santa's on his way. Hip hip hooray for Christmas vacation.
We're gonna press on, and we're gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny fucking Kaye. And when Santa squeezes his fat white ass down that chimney tonight, he's gonna find the jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house.
Welcome. Sunday Funday is in full swing. Last week we talked about some Christmas movies that were not exactly Christmas movies, but we felt they might be. And this week we're talking about the sounds of our holidays. So without further ado, let's bring in our guests. First, we have Wes.
Hey, how's it going?
Greetings.
Happy
Good.
holidays.
Happy holidays. It feels like it's flying by right now. Like it honestly does.
Yeah,
So
it is. It's the 7th.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? After we bring everybody on, you know what? Let's bring some more of the guests on here. Good afternoon, sir.
Meli Kaliki Maka.
Yeah.
Indeed. And we've also got Jezza.
Cousin Eddie.
Jezza.
Cousin Eddie, yeah. Look like right now.
Yeah. So before we get this kicked off, it is December 7th. It is not just my most recent German Shepherd puppy's birthday, but it is also Pearl Harbor Day. So I do want to give a moment
Yes.
of remembrance and a tip of the cap to all of those there on that day, and
Yep.
all the people that jumped in following it. And it's a day that does live in infamy. So
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Always.
But
Yep.
I guess before we start walking down memory lane, does anybody have any pickups that they want to talk about for the week?
Sure.
I don't have them with me,
Okay.
but I got the 3 3/4 inch O-ring Skeletron Red Shadows.
Nice.
I got 2 of them, and then
Mhm.
the don't know what they're called, but the spidery guys.
Okay.
Those are
Oh,
great
I-
O-ring figures.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Of course. Anything this week?
You know what, guys? This is not Joe related, but it is something I always wanted growing up. So Black Friday has some deals, and I picked up a RC crawler.
Okay.
This is
Oh,
a licensed
Nice.
Suzuki Jimny. I'm trying to get into this RC type hobby. I know it's all about the Joes, but we live in the Midwest, and there's some terrain here that these little crawlers can go up.
Yeah,
And
buddy.
actually, a G.I. Joe 6 scale or classified can fit in here. Believe it or
Oh,
not,
go.
sweet.
it's
Sweet.
a nice little scale. Put out back in here.
Yeah, and Sunday Fun Day, Joe's are what brought us together, but this is more about the nostalgia factor and all the things related. So to hear you're finally picking up something you've always wanted, that's what Sunday Funday is about. Like, it doesn't have to be G.I. Joe.
Man, but the
So
problem is once you get into it, you're like, oh, okay. I started off with something like to practice on and work on, and then now you're like, okay, let me go ahead and jump to the 500, 300, 500. It's never ending, but
yeah, absolutely. How about you, Jezza? What do you
I
got?
got things. I got Pandora from
Nice.
put my dreadnoughts, and then I didn't know if I like this, but I do. Like this Day of the Dead Sidewinder.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna use it. Like he's gonna be like Punisher in my world.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then
It's a good looking figure.
Yes.
And then I got this Atlas, and I just did a review for this, so it's on my channel. So this is
very cool.
It reminds me of Gun Ho. So
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
throw it on.
I just got some more today, but I got too many to pick up, and they're on the floor. And
I think
big box from BBTS. So
I think you have what Jersey Maniacs refers to as the illness.
I think so.
Yeah. So
that guy was funny on Ronnie's show the other night.
Jersey Maniac is very good, very good. And I'm kind of from his neighborhood. We kind of grew up in a very similar section of New Jersey, so cool, very cool. So a lot of his mannerisms I'm very familiar with too, and I'm just like, man, he's like every guy in my neighborhood growing up. I too, Jezza, have the illness. Currently, it revolves around the Super 7 line. They were on such a discount. I ended up picking up, I don't know, it was a lot of figures for probably less than I paid for 3 or 4 highly sought after classifieds, but this is the guy that came in most recently, Zartan. And the thing about him was he was under $35, and since I don't have sunlight, I'm gonna hit it with the UV ray a little bit.
Oh man, that's cool.
So yeah, he's got the old color changing skin from back in the day. And
what scale is that?
What's that?
I have the Master of Disguise Zartan from Classified, and if you put him in the freezer, he turns blue.
Oh.
So this one's Super 7. This one's Super 7 Ultimates. But
I will say, sorry, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I got Gung Ho in the package as well, and he looks a lot more. He's got some good sunbow details, and but the one that there's two that I really, really wanted, because none of the classifieds, none of the current lines look like the Roadblock from the cartoon from when I grew up. So they finally did it. They got a Roadblock that looks like Roadblock, facial wise, and the two that got me were Stalker and Roadblock. Those were the ones that I was interested in. But all of them are coming out to be good from a look perspective, but not necessarily. Oh, there he is. I knew he was going to show up. There he is. This episode brought to you by Ronnie Trickshot, a gentleman and a scholar.
Yes, he is.
What's up, Aaron?
Mm-hmm. So a lot of my pickups revolved around that. I did get a couple of the on sale Amazon ones, because I don't know if people out there know, it seems to be making its round on the forums again, but the eels and the snow serpents are back on sale.
What's up, Todd?
Yo, Todd.
I will say this. I got BBTS. I got a whole set. of this Silverhawks, and I just want to say I don't want to get you mad or anything because support anything, but this is going to be a giveaway when I hit 200 subs because I don't like this Monstar. I like the other one before he changes. So this will be a giveaway with my blowtorch I have.
Nice.
Cool. Very cool. Very, very cool.
How big is that one?
That is huge.
Massive.
Yeah.
Like bigger than 6-inch, right? Or is he just bulky?
I don't. It's bulky or both.
It sounded heavy.
Yeah, and the buzzsaw is just as big. The buzzsaw from Silverhawks is just as big, but the Silverhawks, I don't. But I like Silverhawks, so I had to get them. So
yeah,
they were on sale at BPTS, so I got the whole wave.
Nice.
So
I wonder if that buzzsaw has that play feature. You open its mouth.
I'll let you know. I don't know. I'll do a review. I'm going to do a review on that.
Like spin the saw.
They've really been able to make leaps and bounds when you look at some of the retro toys that they're doing now and doing upgrades on, and you're like, man, I wish I had that when I was a kid, you know.
Well, they're making them bigger too, so it's easier to put those upgrades on. So,
I just like to say to all you Lord scale collectors, Wes and Hillbilly, my Delta 17 figures have shipped. So
good, you'll like them, man.
Yeah, I think you will.
And
do you have any vintage O-ring?
No, because all mine broke. All my vehicles and play sets, my mom and my sister, when I got into high school, made me sell them at our yard sale.
Yeah.
And then, but I kept the figure G.I. Joe O-ring figures, but the O-rings broke, and so I didn't know how to fix them back then. So,
gotcha.
So I'm not that good. So, but and not to get anybody mad, but last night I did purchase an All-Striker, so I couldn't help it. I had the money, so
the classified.
Yeah.
You'll just. I mean, hey,
people will be mad at me, but
no, just do the upgrades that Joe did. Just go to grid on, and you don't have to do it right away. You could do it down the road. Yeah, just wait because they might even have more upgrades available come down the line. So, you buy what you like and then do those upgrades.
I do kind of like the third seat. I don't know why I like the third seat, but I don't know a lot of people take it off, but.
All right, thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in, Jezza. We'll check you later. The third seat's what? That third seat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. I'll see when I get it.
The third seat reminds me of.
Thanks, Rick Ship.
The third seat on that reminds me of I don't know. There's a movie or something that I can't place it, but there's something in there that I see that's how I see that third seat as. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's the terrorists, little Tacomas out there in the desert, and they got the 50 cal up there on a Tacoma.
It reminds me of that. I don't know.
on the Al's Plumbing Toyota.
Yeah.
It was Hanna-Barbera cartoon, and there was like a dune buggy. They were like,
what was the name?
The one guy looks like Shaggy, but he wore a hat, and
the
dune buggy talked. I can't remember the cartoon.
Yep,
I remember that. They were always part of that Laugh Olympics, where all three of them.
Yes.
And
Muttley was in that.
Yeah,
Muttley.
Laugh. You can't forget that laugh.
Yes. Yes.
Who did that? That was pretty good.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and there have been pictures of real world military vehicles that look like that. Which is fine. It's fine, and it really depends on what kind of collector you are. Certain people look for different things. Like there's people looking for more realistic stuff. There's people looking for nostalgic stuff, and Wes said it best: buy what you like, and that's what I like about the group of people that I kind of hang with. Is
we're not going to judge.
No. I mean, we all have that one thing that we know it's just special to us, and that's fine. No need to defend it, and nobody gets mad about it. I mean,
what really sucks is I really wanted that Werewolf by Night figure, but it sucks when I watch reviews. I need the figure for my team, the Midnight Suns team. But I don't know. We're not going to get another one. So
I mean, I was going to say if it's something that you want, I mean,
yeah,
I know. Your expectations are probably where they should be. It's probably different than going into it expecting something great. Now you're expecting something that's not so great. So whatever it is, it is. Rekship hits it right on the head. Where's my little target? Bullseye.
I'm very paranoid and like weird about things.
No,
don't worry about it, man.
When I get to Joe Fest, I'll be like, okay, now I'm scared that everybody will be like, I don't want to be friends with you.
No, don't. Nah.
We listen and we don't judge. That's what
there you go. There you go.
Well, Rekship is like we judge a little.
Yeah, I mean, we're human. We're human. We're human. But
I wish this was a classified figure because it'd be on my top 10 of the year. This is
why can't it be on your top 10?
Yeah,
for top 10 for
just
Joe
change it.
classified. It's not a classified.
That would be the biggest surprise for your show if you just said the top 10 classified of the year, and then you went into it and you're like, hey, look, guess what? There were only 9 good classifieds, and then here's a Valaverse. That would be an awesome way to do it. Yeah. Be like, if I had to pick 10 classified size military action figures, here it is.
It's like Delta 17 might top some of those Joes. Those vintage Joes.
Yeah.
As far as best figures go.
Yeah, the two I bought, I think were my favorites. Shepherd and Rooster.
We're only friends with Rekship to be friends with his dad.
I mean,
hopefully
that was the worst. Is that the worst kept secret in the group?
Yeah.
I hope I get to meet his dad.
Yeah.
Like, who's this guy keep hanging around Rekship all weekend long? and then Ronnie, Aaron, and I, and the rest of the gang at Joe Fest were like, it was like day 2 or maybe. Rekship, was he there for? I can't remember, but it's like, oh no, that's my dad. I'm like, oh, okay.
Is his dad a collector too, or just a fan?
Just a fan. Him and I got to talking during dinner one time, just on vintage Star Wars and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
He's a little older than I am, I think. Maybe a little bit more, but not too much.
I'm probably closer in age to his dad than him, to John.
Yeah, we all are. We all
I was
are.
gonna say, yeah. See, there you go.
Yep.
That's how you know Rekship's a good dude, right there. Right there. Respect.
Yeah, my dad was great. He was a
Yeah.
veteran in the Korean War.
Oh my God, that hurts so bad right now. That hurts.
He's my sister's age.
He's 9 years older than me. Then all right, that's not too bad.
No, not at all. Not at all. So we are coming up against the end of the year. I guess is anyone doing? Jezza, you mentioned you're doing your top 10 of the year. Do you know when that'll be coming out?
Probably this week sometime.
Okay.
I'm getting the package with mainframe and sci-fi. I want to see if they're worth the top 10 or.
I bet they will be.
Wes, I know we were talking behind backstage a little bit about kind of getting things together and getting motivated. Do you have anything of that sort that you might be doing this year?
I mean, I'm still doing the Christmas catalog videos. Yeah, I got another one. Awesome. I'm probably gonna put one out tomorrow morning.
Nice.
And I'll probably put 2 out this week. So I got 81. I tried to do 81 and 82, but it would make it too long of a video. So I got 81 coming out tomorrow, and then 82 will be Friday, maybe. So I need to be hammering a couple of them out a week to get through the 80s.
When's
or
the
at least
first catalog for Joe to be in it? 82?
it'll be 82. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. We're getting
So
into some really good stuff
Yeah.
in 81. But yeah, so
I will say, Wes, that you triggered a core memory with the sleeping bags, and
Mhm.
so much so that I actually sought out and purchased a retro sleeping bag.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
And that's gonna be a pickup whenever they ship it, but, I found one,
That's
and
cool. Yeah.
it looks like it's in decent shape, and I was like, I gotta have this," like, because that was something I hadn't thought about in God, it's gotta be 15,
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah.
So
That's why I love doing this stuff is, and I mentioned on the videos, but you might just, yeah, it's somewhere in your memory and you haven't thought about it for, could be 40 plus years or, 20 plus years. And
mhm,
then you stumble upon one of those pages and you're like, holy cow, I actually had that. That's right. Or my sister or brother had something, that
Yeah.
you remember them getting, during the Christmas or even birthdays. Cause there's a few things that, like the Stompers in the 81 video that's coming out tomorrow.
mhm.
Uh, there's a good page on the Stompers there. And I was like, well, and I threw up a picture of me for my birthday when I got it. So
Mhm.
yeah, those sleeping bags were so not comfortable. They were so thin. The Lifesavers one I had I mean, it was really lifelike because it had that foil on the
Mhm.
top and bottom, and that was so uncomfortable and made some like a crunchy noise.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was fun as a kid to have that stuff, and they didn't keep you warm either.
And no, because my sister had a Smurfs one, and it was like a sleeping bag in the academic sense, I think,
Yep,
as Ralphie Parker puts it. It was two pieces of cloth that were had a hole in the top, but were sealed all the way around, but
yep.
it was not warm. And now kind of one of the things my kids said to me is, now let's see if when you get this sleeping bag it is everything that your memory has made it out to be. And I said, well, number one, I'm not going to fit in it, so I have no idea why I purchased this thing other than you
You
know
should, you
to
should
see it again.
do you have a room where you film all your collection?
So right now I'm filming in my bedroom, but I have an office that I'm working on building downstairs, so I will eventually be
Hang it up at your
making
door.
that. Yeah,
Make it your door.
nice.
There you go.
I have the
But
Batman
yeah,
one. I have the Batman sleeping bag.
did you?
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. No, it's
I think they were just meant for sleepovers,
Yeah.
y-
You're
yeah.
not gonna take those out camping or anything like that because first off, they're gonna tear because they weren't the best of fabric. I mean, they were inexpensive for kids, so
Hmm.
it
Yeah.
wasn't like Coleman brand or whatever was back then, so but yeah,
Well,
it was good memories.
yes, and it's also giving me a way to kind of connect with my youngest son, because he the other day said, I don't really know any of your backstory. And I kind of sat him down when I was watching one of your more recent catalog videos, and I'm like, this is my backstory, like, let's start with kiddom and we'll work our way up to the teenage years. I'm not ready to tell you about those yet. So, we'll start here. And
That's
every
awesome.
time, Wes turns a page, I'm like, okay, pause. Here's a thing that I remember about this, or, whatever. So it's awesome for me and my brain. It scratches an itch somewhere, but now it's also turning into gather around the fire, children. Let me tell you about the olden days. And it's really cool. So thank
Good.
you, Wes, for the incredible
Yeah,
job you're doing with those.
thank you. Yeah, you're welcome.
So
Appreciate it.
Um, but speaking of the olden days, this week I was hoping we could all talk a little bit about our own personal stories of what the holidays sounded like, throughout the years. Because as children, none of us really got a real chance to pick the music, right? Up until a certain age. you know, we didn't get to pick the music. You were, you know, spoon fed. It was what was on. And then we started to dig into our own holiday music. So I thought maybe we could kind of go around and maybe talk first about, you know, what your first memories of Christmas music were. Like what were your parents listening to? Like what was ingrained in you on that first base level? What do you remember most or first about the holidays? Jezza, why don't we start with you?
I remember as soon as Christmas hit, whenever we went somewhere in a car, we listened to Christmas music until it was over, and we had this really big record player, like long one in a wooden case. It stopped working, but we had a bunch of old Christmas albums, like Bing Crosby's Christmas album with White Christmas, and then there was one called Mitch Miller, and that one was the best. I mean, all these great songs, Mitch Miller and Burl Ives, and they're all like my parents. So, but Burl Ives, who did the voice of Frosty and Rudolph's animation, and trying to think. And the one song I remember, off course, to remember it as on in Bing Crosby's record, he had the song "Mele Kamiki Maka," and I love that song.
Yeah, absolutely. Off course. How about you?
So as a kid, my dad was in the Army, so I was this military brat. We moved around a lot. But when at a very young age, we lived in Germany, a town called Frankfurt. In Germany, they celebrate Christmas like crazy in the 80s. And so it was everywhere. It was exposed to us from school all the way, because we weren't in a German school, but we were in an English where all the kids were, all the dependents and stuff were. And it was always like, I mean, we did remember bopping for apples, and we did all those like festive things, to keep that tradition. We did the exchange gifts and stuff for the kid and for kids. And I remember I had this one kid. I got excited because he, it was like, hey, he's gonna get me something nice, and I'm gonna get him something nice. And so I still remember buying it was a Captain America action figure. And I was like, man, it was so like, I'm gonna give this to him and he's gonna love it. So I gave it to him. I'm expecting almost the same thing from him. He gives me 3 books of the gold.
Oh yeah,
the gold
golden books.
Yeah, the gold spine books of the Bearstein Bears. And I read those to death. But when I got it at first, I hated it because I was waiting for like an action figure, and I'm like, and I wanted that figure back. Like, man, give me this back so I can play with it. But yeah. So my parents, like, as far as back then, the Army, they didn't get paid much, the Army guys. So a lot of our stuff was on layaway. So a lot of that stuff was like, hey, let's put this aside and then get it later. But as far as music goes, I don't really remember. I remember the old hymns that my dad, we grew up Catholic, and so there were like a lot of those hymns and things like that. So we played a lot of those, which frankly I always fell asleep to. But I really like when the schools had the pageants and stuff, right? So we had the choir and we would sing all those traditional Christmas songs. So that really stood out to me growing up.
Nice. How about you, Wes?
That's good stuff. Yeah, I usually started around the week of Thanksgiving, and I always remember it being after Thanksgiving when we would go out to get our tree and cut it down at a tree farm, and this is in Kansas.
Oh man, you were like the Griswolds.
Yeah, pretty much. Some years they already had them already cut, like they do now, and you just out of a tent. But most of the time it was there was certain farms that would have them, there and growing all year long, and you could see like the new field that were, they were only like Charlie Brown Christmas tree size, and that was going to be like 2 years down the road where you could start cutting those. But yeah, we would go and cut the tree, take it home, put it up, throw on the music, and pretty much it was full blown Christmas after that. We eventually went to like, just a fake tree later on in the, later in my childhood, which was fine. But yeah, going out and getting the tree was always great. And then my parents had, and Joe and I talked about this in the pre-show, but we had a record player, and Jezza, like you mentioned, it was in a big long cabinet. So it was basically, we called it a credenza. It was a piece of furniture, and you would put your stereo equipment in it, basically. And they had a record player, and then he had like this tape reel. And so my dad would record the music onto the tape reel. So he would have multiple albums on one reel, and it would play all, like my mom would have it playing all day long. And so music like Dean Martin, Perry Como, Johnny Mathis. There was a franchise called Hooked on Classic. And Joe, what was that? What was the orchestra called?
So let's
Lawrence Welk. Lawrence Welk.
No, I do remember watching Lawrence Welk though.
So what was this? Hooked
on Classic. There it is.
Yeah, Royal Philharmonic Orchestra.
Yes.
There you go.
So
Hooked on.
I remember that. Now that was a lot of just big band orchestra music. And then they basically played a lot of the hits from the 40s, maybe even 30s. And so there was sprinkled in some Christmas songs from that orchestra there. So Bing Crosby and all the children classic stuff. But yeah, it was good stuff. Definitely Vince, can't think of his last name. Snoopy.
This
Vince.
Vince Guaraldi. Yes.
So all of his, that's my go-to for anything now Christmas days. But honestly, I really haven't advanced in all that. So I still listen to all that stuff because that brings me back to my childhood.
Nice. Yeah. That is awesome stuff. Awesome.
I forgot to mention one song. It's by Arthur Godfrey. It was called "All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth." It was the funniest Christmas song.
Yes.
Was it like a little girl singing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
A little girl, a little boy. One of them.
Yep. That and the hippopotamus.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, Jackson 5, another great one.
Yeah.
You know, Mama Kissing Santa Claus, and they had one other one. Elvis had, his. I couldn't stand Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. I couldn't stand that one, even as a kid. That was just
that
fingernails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, for sure.
But my most favorite one is John Denver and the Muppets and the 12 Days of Christmas. And you could throw it up on YouTube. They have the actual
there it is.
That is freaking awesome. And to watch it on YouTube. And
the vinyl, right?
Yep.
They have the video on YouTube from the Muppet Show. And they actually have a blooper, and they kept it in the show because Fozzie Bear forgot to sing his part during one of the cadences. And John Denver looked at Fozzie and like... It's great.
So the entirety of that John Denver and the Muppets, A Christmas Together, is now available on YouTube. So you can find the full special. And he does everything from Alfie the Christmas Tree and from beginning to end. And the last one I found was not the greatest in fidelity, but it sounded good. Good.
Yeah. The quality isn't the best, but the sound is great.
Yes.
Yep.
But
That's
I'm
awesome.
right
They
there
have that
with you.
album.
That is one of my core memories right there. I'm right there with you on that one.
That's the only version I like of the 12 Days of Christmas.
Did you just say piggy pudding? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But absolutely. I mean, my parents weren't big John Denver fans, but I can tell you that, if my parents had to pick like top 3 albums that they would play for us during the season, that was always like number 1 with a bullet, like always. So, what a great album, cover to cover, really.
Also, Blue Eyes himself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He had some good. He had some good renditions of Christmas songs. Frank
For
Sinatra.
sure. Yes. Yeah. That Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Yes.
Always. Oof. That is the definitive in my mind. That is the definitive version of that song.
Nat King Cole's Christmas song.
Yes. Yes.
In my wife's family, that's how the Christmas season started, was the playing of that after Thanksgiving dinner.
The Carpenters. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Love the Carpenters.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
These are some good ones. Rex Ship, Johnny Cash, for sure.
Rex Ship had to ask his dad about this stuff.
Yeah, he had to leave for a minute and come back. It's like, who was that?
Like,
if you get a chance,
Dad, who do we listen to?
I don't know if it's on YouTube, but if you get a chance, look up Mitch Miller on YouTube and see if there's anything, because he was really good at Christmas album.
I just looked him up on Spotify so I wouldn't forget, so I can take a listen. I've probably heard of it. I just can't place the name, but I'm gonna definitely take a listen to it.
So that is awesome stuff. So in my house, I mean, of course, I don't have the original, but when I saw this in a vinyl store, because my wife had grown up with it, I grew up with it. Like, I'm like, this is not staying here. It's coming home with me immediately. So I got that.
Is that a remastered copy or like the original?
So it is the original mastering on a picture disc, which generally I'm a vinyl snob, like the more of an audiophile than I even am a Joe collector. Like when it comes to albums, like I bring like a jeweler's thing to look at the grooves when I'm going to buy stuff. Like it's pathetic. It's bad. But I've gotten into it, and people are like, why, when you can just click on your phone or talk to your phone and say, hey, play this, why would you want that? And I'm like, it's the fact that it to me, it sounds a little bit different and to my ear, and it forces you to kind of listen to the whole thing. Yes, in an age when you can skip around, this is just like, nope, you're going to sit there and you're going to listen start to finish this, at least one side of this thing. And the artwork, like, to me as a physical media collector now, like, I think that adds to the experience. You can, pull out the lyrics and all that good stuff. Josh Groban's good too, Michael. Yeah,
Gene
Straight No
Autry,
Chaser.
Gene Autry, Andy Williams,
the Beach Boys.
Yeah, the Beach Boys.
He said a while back, he says Alvin and the Chipmunks. I watched that song by Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was my childhood. To Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah.
And then, even later on, like in high school, Wham. I don't know if it was Wham or if it was George Michael by himself, but
I think it was Wham.
Got a soft spot for that.
The one they collaborated was all the English singers like Sting and Bono. They got together. Do They Know It's Christmas?
Yep, he's got it.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
You are not kidding, Joe, about being a vinyl snob. Man, you got
yes,
all the classics right there.
Oh, and that one's not easy to find in its original format because that's kind of like trying to find We Are the World right now. Like if you want to find an original good condition copy of We Are the World, you might as well be wishing for something.
I
But
started
getting back
collecting 8 years ago, and you're right. It's so hard now.
Yes. Yes. I mean, in a certain respect, like if you're good with some of the newer remasters, like I did get the Led Zeppelin remasters when they did those. And those are like four LPs because now they're including different versions and instrumentals and different takes. But when I was a kid, no, absolutely not. I can't allow this.
Can you remove them?
I don't know if I
Can you
can
block
kick
him
him from
say
here.
that?
Can I kick him from here?
John,
don't badmouth Bruce on this show.
Yeah, no way.
Ooh,
Get out.
Them's fighting
John.
words. Where's Christmas song or even Same Old Lang Syne? Oh no way!
Both songs. I like them both. Get out of here, Jono.
Wow.
Wow.
So
that is the best version of Santa Claus Coming to Town.
The one that would drive my mother crazy and my dad used to love was this album here. And I didn't think I would ever find it. Now, if you notice that there's a hole right here, a punched hole. Damn it, Jono.
We're not talking anymore.
This is actually 2 discs, and it has songs like Old Toy Trains on it with Glenn Campbell. It has a recitation of Here Was a Man by, I want to say it was Buck Owens. It was either Buck Owens or Tennessee Ernie Ford. But there's also a version of Silent Night, which forever will be stuck in the back of my head because on Christmas Eve, that's what my dad would like. Like he would sit there and try and find the groove, and he would just play it over and over. And like, I was like, all right, I think we're done with that one. But it was his version of Silent Night. So I ended up finding this brand new, still sealed. But the punch mark was it was a radio station copy. And the radio station never opened it. That's how bad I guess this album was considered to be as this all-star country Christmas. But it's awesome. Like
Who's saying that particular one, the Silent Night?
So the Silent Night.
It's a compilation.
Yeah. So let's see.
That's actually a cool cover, though.
Oh yeah, it's very cool. Tennessee Ernie Ford, that's who did it. Tennessee Ernie Ford. He's got that super deep voice. Like it's really low.
Hillbilly to sing it on the
20th. Yes. And then the other one was the Statler Brothers with I Believe in Santa's Cause. And just, the harmonies that they put together. It's very, like, my dad did not grow up in the country by any stretch. Like, he was born and bred in the cities of North Jersey, and he went to Vietnam, came back, and stayed in the suburbs in North Jersey. But every bit of his taste in music was Johnny Cash, Kenny Rogers, the Statler Brothers. It was wild. So I don't know if he hooked up with some Southern folks when he was over in Vietnam and came back with that or what, but that was his deal. And then of course, kind of like Wes said, we got the Charlie Brown, Vince Guaraldi.
Yep.
I have, Elvis and Bing, of course, but I was a child of the 80s, and now we're going to get to
there we go.
Do they know it's Christmas? So I had no idea as a kid what the song was about. And I guess it wasn't until I was in high school or college that, I sat down because like even on the album, like there's all this Christmas stuff. How did I miss this? How did I miss these two starving kids on the album artwork? Like, I never noticed that until I was in college. Like, that's crazy. But it's, it's also a great album cover because, here's the rest of the world, just doing their holiday thing and not thinking about what's going on elsewhere in the world.
Yeah, I think it's a poor marketing job on that picture. They should have had those kids enlarged forefront with the Christmas in the background.
Yep. But now maybe we can talk about when we started to get our own taste in music. Because I know probably no one, I mean, in the 80s, yeah, people, developed newer songs like Wham. Like I'm in the middle of Whamageddon. Does anybody here partake in Whamageddon with their group of friends? Okay, so Wes, you know what it is, right?
Whamageddon? I mean, that's my guilty pleasure is George Michael and Wham.
Okay,
I mean, it's good music. I always thought he should have been when Freddie Mercury passed away, I felt like this is a perfect time for George Michael he could have been just as good as Freddie Mercury, but he could have been a great replacement to Queen. But because he has that voice and that range. But yeah, I'm a big Wham fan, I guess, and George Michael fan. I don't know what Whamageddon means, but
all right. So let me hip you to the Whamageddon. So starting on December 1st, you have to avoid hearing the song Last Christmas. So the second that you hear it and know that you're listening to Last Christmas, you're out. So it doesn't count Shipwreck if it's a cover. But so you can listen to any of the covers, you just cannot hear the original Last Christmas. And last year I was out on December 6th, so I'm already ahead of the game. Hey, Joe Fan.
Joe Fan. Hey,
but yeah, so Whamageddon is trying to last until Christmas Day without hearing Last Christmas.
Man, I want to hear Wham. Though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's constantly on these radios, though. Like it'll be on and you're like, oh.
Constantly rotation. Yep.
Yeah. That's what did me in last year. It was in an Apple playlist. It was like classic Christmas or something, and I was like, "There's no way it can be in a classic Christmas, right?" Yeah. We're old. It's classic. So, but as we were getting, I guess into high school years and above, that was when kind of this, in my mind, this real boom of, re-recording old classics and coming up with new songs really started with the very special Christmas albums. I don't know how many of them you remember, but there was the first album, which was Red, and it had like Whitney Houston on it and the Eurythmics and
or Springsteen.
Springsteen was on it. Oh, Run DMC. I think that was Christmas and Hollis was
on Die Hard.
Yes. So, absolutely not. You are not going to torpedo my season. But I do remember we used to have. I went to a Christian high school, and those were the albums that were playing when we brought the kids from the more inner city areas. They would come out, and we would do like this whole holiday bazaar experience for them. Like we would do crafts with them. They would get presents, and that was the soundtrack. So I remember wanting to get my hands on those. But when did you start developing your own holiday repertoire. Do you know about how old you were?
No, I don't. Like, honestly, because I was always listening to my parents' music, and they would like, yes, Wham would come on, right, with Last Christmas. They weren't into any of that music at all, but I think they allowed, they would just listen to it.
Yeah.
Actually, I take that back. My mom did want, we did buy her the Wake Me Up Before You Go Go album. When it went,
Nice.
because I mean, that just thing got blasted in your face. It was, number one hit for how many weeks, but yeah, I think for Christmas music for me, it was probably when did that come out? It was late high school years. Harry Connick had his first album come out, and he had his first Christmas special to go with it on CBS.
I remember
and
that.
it's a fantastic album.
Yes. Yeah, he's really good. How about you, Jezza?
I remember probably just listening. My sister was a big Springsteen fan. She went to all the concerts. She had the bootleg albums and all the albums and his Christmas songs, and that he can stick it to John also. I liked Last Christmas. I liked the Do you know it's Christmas time? I remember one time every year with my parents, we would sit down and watch the Bob Hope Christmas special.
Nice.
Brought out the All Americans and jokes, and Shields was always on it. And
yes,
yeah, Brooke Shields and Heather Locklear.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, even now you can go on YouTube and go back and watch some of the old Bob Hopes, the old Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra holiday specials. Those are pretty cool to go back and watch. Like, I sat there with my German Shepherd Sam, and he even actually was like pretending to watch it with me. He thought it was great. He really likes music.
Andy Williams, he did TV specials, and
yeah, those are pretty cool time capsules.
My mom was a Kathy Gifford fan, so we had to watch her special.
Oh yeah. Does anybody remember this one?
No. What? No. Wow.
What does that say?
So, Bare Naked Ladies, Bare Naked for the Holidays. So this was the one where they did the We Three Kings with Sarah McLachlan. So that one was bigger when, I guess I was probably in college when that was big. Maybe college. I don't know, but that is definitely something I remember. This is one that I picked up because of a movie, and the whole album is really good. Ray Charles.
Well,
The Spirit of Christmas.
Okay.
He does a version of Rudolph and the Little Drummer Boy. Even Santa Claus is Coming to Town. They're just so different, but they
don't get enough
great.
play. Yeah,
yes.
They don't play those enough on the radio anymore, or they never really did.
Never. I think that's one of the albums, growing up, that I think if my parents knew that it existed, I might have heard it more. Like they had that. You were talking about the cabinet, but it was the one that had the arm and you could stack multiple records on, and it would play one side of each.
Oh,
Wes knows what I'm talking about. He's like, "Holy cow! I haven't thought about that in forever."
I just know. I read effing wreck ship here.
Shout out to Ronnie Trixot's home country. I remember Olivia Newton-John. I think she had a Christmas album that was good.
That's one. And what's cool is you can go back, if you're a vinyl hound a little bit, you can go back and find these like compilation albums that were like put out for like General Electric, like people would buy a refrigerator and they get a vinyl that goes with it for Christmas. There's some really cool ones. Like this has Johnny Mathis, Bobby Vinton, Ray Conniff, Simon and Garfunkel, Burl Ives, and the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. You know, like every home needs a Mormon Tabernacle Choir singing Christmas songs.
I think it was Bobby Vinton. I think it was Bobby Vinton. I liked his rendition of Jingle Bell Rock. I think it was Bobby Vinton.
Mm.
I remember.
Is that what's on this album? That might be the song. Oh no, he's doing Do You Hear What I Hear? But I guess later in life I picked up the Brian Setzer Orchestra, and that's that big band swingy Christmas music.
Did Bobby Vinton ever get his flowers, or was he just doing like covers? Because I don't remember him as a kid. I remember all those were like covers.
Yes.
Is like who else was like that? Like Ray Conniff?
Mm-hmm.
Was she like that too? Because I would see my dad's playlist. And I'm like, who are these people? Like I don't remember if they originally sang any songs themselves. It was all just like renditions of it.
I mean, that's a lot of the Christmas songs we hear are just reiterated.
Yeah.
Every decade, someone else has to come up and do their own version of it.
True.
Some do it great, and it will last forever. Some just don't. But yeah. But it seems like the ones that are really just on that rotation, it's everyone from the 50s up to the 70s, and a few sprinkled in the 80s, that we just hear over and over. And maybe it's just because that's what we want to hear. Yes, we'll have a few sprinkled in from the early aughts and stuff. Like we all know the what's her name that falls out during the holiday.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah. Which is a great song. It is a great song on a great movie. And that's 25, 24 years now ago. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was like a 90s album, right? A 90s
No, it was
Christmas?
2000 it came out on Love Actually, the movie, right?
Let's see.
I know the song was on there, but I think that was Mariah Carey's first. That was her Christmas album that year with it. I think was that song.
Let's say 1994. All I Want for Christmas Is You.
From Mariah Carey.
Yep.
Yeah, she came out with a whole.
Good job, off course.
But I like because I remember hearing it, and then at the time, all these R&B singers, because the R&B was very popular in California. Everyone was doing their own rendition after that came out. You had Boyz II Men, Let It Snow, and then it had all these other things. But to me, I actually started getting into the Christmas albums when I was like probably a newlywed. We'd go to the mall and I would hear these songs playing, and I'm like, wait, I've never heard that Christmas song before. And I started looking into it, and there's this album that these producers and DJs would put out. It's called Merry Mixmas or Christmas Remixed. Not sure if you heard any of those, but to give it like a flair when you're driving around, it kind of like there's this one with what's the one Baby It's Cold Outside with who is that?
Nancy Sinatra,
right? Is it? Who is that?
Who did the original Baby It's Cold Outside? Let's see.
Wasn't it Nancy Sinatra?
Well, he does one where a girl where I think everyone it was controversial.
Dean Martin did a version.
Yeah, it was Dean Martin did the first one in '59,
and it's like that's probably the most offensive one. The way he sings it, I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
He's saying no.
No means no.
He's telling you no, Dean. Put the whiskey down.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's I'll be honest, like my wife definitely says that that I am like Mariah when it comes to Christmas time. So like I will send her, like, if it's even remotely close to Thanksgiving and snowflakes start falling, I'll send her a video of me spinning in the parking lot to Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas. And I'm like, it's
That's
time. But yeah, I mean, but there also have been some new versions of Christmas classics, right? Trans-Siberian Orchestra is one. That's one that came up. Let's see, when was this? I feel like that was in the early aughts, but I'm not sure. That might be newer than that even. But I guess for my kids, this is their soundtrack to Christmas. So that has
Go ahead.
So that has like the Brian Setzer Orchestra, which I showed before, because they do the Nutcracker song from Elf, and that big band swingy Nutcracker, that's Brian Setzer. But it also has what's her name? Who's the female elf? Is that Zoe?
Yeah, Zoe.
Zoe does
whatever.
that. So she does her version of "Baby It's Cold Outside." So that has some of the good ones on it. But we still definitely, I go back to there you go, Zoe Deschanel. Okay. But you know, I think there's actually I guess in college, because I was doing a punk alternative radio show and ska, there was a lot of punk covers, like the Ramones doing I don't want Merry Christmas, I Don't Want to Fight Tonight. So that was on my rotation when I was in my late teens, early 20s. There was a group called Bob Noxious, and I feel like they were an Orange County, California punk band, and they appeared in a lot of Christmas parades. And if you put Bob Noxious Christmas in on YouTube, you'll see their punk versions of, they do a medley of all the Christmas songs, and it's really good. And then they also do some kind of offensive ones too. There's one.
AC/DC had one on the
Did they?
Razor's Edge album,
Mistress for Christmas.
Yeah, I just thought of that. So I was like,
wow,
AC/DC had that one. Stupid song.
Yeah.
I want a mistress for Christmas.
Wow. I totally missed that one.
1991.
Yeah.
Mistress for Christmas.
Yeah, on the Razor's Edge album. Not even a Christmas tape. It was just a new release.
Track?
I guess. Hey, Gaz.
Yo, Gaz.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, I think now I kind of like run through all of it, but I realized I did miss another one from my youth, which was this one, which was the Kids Do Re Mi Chorus. It was a bunch of kids. It was like a kids choir that did an entire album. And that's the one my mom played all the time. Like my dad wanted to get me into Johnny Cash and the country guys, and my mom wanted me to listen to the children's choir version. But it did have Jez's version of Two Front Teeth, which I think is one of the more popular versions of it. And I don't have this yet. Yet. But it'll be there eventually.
But you said that had heavy rotation at your house when you were young.
Yeah, yeah, that one. Like, if there were two albums from my childhood, it would be that one and the one with the country Santa Claus with the lasso over his shoulder. Um, but yeah, I mean, how important is music to your holidays now? Like, is it a big part of it, or is it just kind of background white noise?
For me,
Wes?
it's a huge yeah. For me, it's a huge
I try
part.
to avoid it now.
Really?
I
No,
don't
yeah,
really, I don't really celebrate holidays
yeah. No, it's
by myself, so I don't decorate and stuff.
yeah. No, for me, it's huge.
Mhm.
I'll start with beginning toward the end of September. I'll start playing Vince's um It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown music,
Nice.
and just
Nice.
kind of, and then I'll watch those specials.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, the holiday music definitely is. That's the Kickstarter to get in the spirit. Yep.
Agreed. Agreed. How about you, of course? Is it a big part of the festivities for you?
Oh yeah, my kids are they're self-taught musicians, so
Oh, wow.
they play the drums and the saxophone and all that. So my youngest, he's into a young lady named Leify. Leify, she just performed this past week on NBC when they lit up the tree.
Oh,
And then my
nice.
oldest, he likes a group called Tuxedo. Have you heard of them?
Hmm.
Uh,
Mm.
they're more of a soul, but they would do remakes of Christmas songs. I'll
Nice.
send you the link so you guys can kind of hear.
Yeah.
It's groovy.
Definitely.
They like that groovy stuff.
All
Nice.
about that.
So yeah, it's a big part of our house here.
Very cool.
Because the
Very
thing the,
cool.
the thing with the holiday music is it's something that's outside of our normal intake, our genre that we listen to. Because I'm mostly like 80s metal and 80s pop hits and stuff like that,
Mhm.
where the holiday music is, for me, it's like what Gaz, it's Frank, Dean, Perry Como, Burl Ives, Johnny
Mhm.
Mathis, music I'll
Mhm.
never listen to until it's the holidays, but it
Mhm.
hits home. And it's good music. Even jazz. I mean, I'm getting more in just a normal regular bluegrass,
Mhm.
and jazz. So there's some
Mhm.
good stuff out there too.
Well,
I know what my
definitely.
favorite Christmas. I know what my favorite Christmas song is right now.
What's that?
The Grinch song. I love it.
Mhm.
Mhm. That's a classic. Do
There's
you,
what's the guy that sings that?
Boris Karloff,
Right. What else? He
Mhm.
he did something else as a
Frankenstein.
voice. Frankenstein. What?
He played Frankenstein, the monster, back in the you know
in the black and white days, he was a
yeah.
universal.
But he
He
voiced
was
something
universal.
for a cartoon, I think,
Let's
that I
see.
found out maybe last year um, and I want to say he passed away like in the last couple of years, like either last year or the year before. Because I think that's when I found out that, like, oh, and he was also a voice of this on this cartoon or something like that. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank now.
S-
Look,
So
That's a good
it,
song
l-
though.
yeah, it
Mhm.
looks like he was the narrator in The Grinch during that, but he
Mhm.
also did the voice of Baron Boris von Frankenstein in Mad Monster Party in 1967. And he did some voiceover work for Red Skelton. Um, hmm,
I'm drawing a blank. Anyway,
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, it's I know in our house it's a big deal. There are two things that make the holiday or kick off the holiday season, and that's starting with um, the what was that the Christmas song by Nat King Cole, right after dessert on Thanksgiving, and then that's now we're allowed to play Christmas music. Now, some of my kids are like me, and we're playing Christmas music before Thanksgiving, but it's not allowed inside the house until after Thanksgiving. But that, and I bring out when I was a younger man, I modded this thing called the Xbox, the original Xbox. It was the Halo edition. I modded it so that it has all the emulators for Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, all that stuff is on there. And when I bring that out, we play retro games. So like no new video games during the holiday season. It's all retro games and Christmas music, and those are the two kind of the green flag that gets the season going.
Sweet.
But yeah, it's big. It's big. But
my family on Christmas Eve, we would always have oyster stew or stewed oysters. No
kidding.
Scalloped oysters. Well,
Nice.
my brother-in-law in Ohio that passed away married my sister. He was a food service at a college, so we could get oysters and bring them home. So
nice. Yeah. Our house, like, I wasn't of Italian descent, but we ate like we were. So you had like ziti and stuff on Christmas Eve. We didn't quite do that entire 7-course, meat, fish, seafood. But we had we definitely had ziti and lasagna. Maybe it was lasagna. I think it was lasagna on Christmas Eve. And now, like, the way that we do Christmas Day, because food factors into it, right? The holiday season, like Christmas Day, I smoke a ham, and I do pulled ham with chipotle pineapple sauce, and that's how we eat the Christmas ham. We used to bake it, but now I smoke it, and my wife loves it because she doesn't have to mess with it. So it's my gig, and it's an all day, noshing. Like, do you guys have any food traditions? So we got oysters from Jetman. How about you, of course? Do you have any special things that only happen for the holiday season?
Not really, man. So on Christmas Day we typically have lunch with the in-laws and stuff. So we're at a Chinese restaurant because that's the only thing open, and so we'll get some dumplings here and there, and then after that we'll go catch like a movie that's coming out. Like
nice.
A couple times.
Do the waiters come out and sing Jingle Bells?
Yeah. I was hoping they would, but you know what? It gets to be so crowded though, right? Because they're the only thing open, so it's not like that intimate setting. You're like in and out. You're like, okay, what do you want? And then yeah. So yeah, reservations are tough too because you got everyone's doing takeout. It's still the hustle and bustle, right? So
yeah,
man, we try to do that.
Hey, down here, I think there's more places now starting to open around the late afternoon on
Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day, not a lot, but there's one thing that's always open, and you can always count on it, and it's Buc-ee's.
There you go. Is Buc-ee's the one that has brisket too? They have brisket too, right? Oh yeah. Okay.
It's
okay.
West,
they're opening one in Wisconsin, man, in a couple years.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's about, I'll probably say 30-minute ride from me. So road trip.
You'll love it the first 5 times, or maybe a little bit more than that. Like, to me, I'm like, it's all right.
Yeah,
but it's right down the road from me. So
yeah, is that the one in New Brunswick?
Yeah, but they're actually opening one up 15 miles north of that one. Like they're going to be really close together in San Marcos.
Oh wow!
So and that's like 2 miles away from me, and I'm like, oh boy. But their bathrooms are top notch.
Yes.
But the last couple of years on Christmas Day, I was by myself, so I went to a movie because the movie theater was open. So
yeah,
a lot of people do that too. Like movies are packed on Christmas Day.
Yes,
because everyone wants to get out of the house after they've done their thing.
Yep. They're coming in with. I see a bunch of people with blankets.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like, what? Really?
Still wearing their pajamas.
Pajamas, yeah.
That's actually where I saw Force Awakens for the first time, Christmas Day.
Nice.
Yeah, and Rec Ship, there's also Perkins, not just Denny's.
Perkins. I'm gonna have to.
We lost all our Perkins.
You're a Buc-ee's in Augusta.
No. There is one in Georgia somewhere, but not anywhere close.
So we have a Perkins probably 15 minutes from our house, off course. So we still have one. We got one, and it's still good. It's still
all
good.
the Denny's and Perkins up here by me are closed down.
I bet Waffle Houses aren't.
We don't have a Waffle.
We had a Waffle House up here. Man, I'd be over there all the time.
Yeah. I think if they put a Waffle House up here on the mountain, they would do really well. Like super, super well.
So what would you prefer, Bob Evans or Perkins?
Oh man. Probably Bob Evans, honestly. Bob Evans, probably.
Yeah, good sausage gravy.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any of those.
But the fact that I can buy a bunch of pies and take them out is pretty key for Perkins. So like there's the plus. You can go into the Perkins bakery here and take care of all your holiday pie needs.
Does Waffle House have anything other than waffles or eggs? Meat?
Oh yeah,
man.
Like it's very similar to, I would say, maybe Denny's, just on a more of a, I don't know how to compare it, but yeah, you can get a full thing of breakfast.
Yeah.
Biscuits and gravy and all that stuff.
And if you go there at the right time, you could get a free fight. There's like
I was going to say a meal and a show.
Yeah. The Waffle Houses in Florida are off the chain because it's always a Florida man at a Waffle House.
Well, and that's how you can tell if there's going to be a natural disaster in your area. Is that's the only time Waffle Houses close, is if they're like in the direct path of a hurricane or a tornado or something like that. That's the only time the Waffle House closes.
It's kind of the same for Whataburger, except the utility companies will check to see if Whataburger is usually the first one to have power back up and restored. So anytime like Houston gets hit with anything, they always check to see what grids Waffle Houses, or not Waffle House, Whataburgers are on. It's weird.
Yeah. Because so much of what I do for work relies on, natural disasters and things of that nature. Waffle Houses are usually the first place we can go that's safe to eat. So that's a big plus for us. But not Wendy's. I think it was Denny's. Okay, so it was a Denny's mobile trailer that was like feeding people when I was down after Hurricane Michael. They pulled in with a trailer and they were feeding everybody, and I was like, I'll take two because I don't know where I'm headed if there's going to be any food. So if I can take an extra one with me, but so anyway, we
Christmas
are,
music.
yeah, Christmas music. But I guess we're almost coming up on an hour and a half already, believe it or not. What I think we do have a show coming up with our top 5 pickups of the year. Um, Casey's going to be back with us. That's in 2 weeks. That's in
Okay.
2 weeks. So sometime this week, we'll see what the topic is for next week. But moving ahead, we're probably going to get back to more of a toy focus coming up here. Still going to be nostalgia based. Again, it's going to involve GI Joes, non GI Joes. But yeah, keep it. Definitely join us in 2 weeks because you're gonna see a lot of fur flying when everybody reveals their top 5 pickups for the year. It's and again, it's not the top 5 best of anything. It's their personal. These are the top 5 things that I got this year that were important to me, that I love, that I like, and hopefully that'll expose people to something that maybe they hadn't considered previously. So it doesn't have to be GI Joe, does not have to be any particular line. It's your top 5 pickups for 2025.
Cool.
All right. So Wes, you talked at the beginning about what you might be uploading tomorrow.
Yep.
Does
Maybe
anybody
that.
else have any appearances or anything?
Tuesday night, 9:30, be my rankings. I'm going to do my 20 favorite cartoon characters. And I don't know. Do you know who Same Time Toys is?
Yeah.
He's going to be on there with me.
Nice.
And I just got a lot of reviews to do. I don't think I've ever been behind in reviews. I got stuff coming. I got stuff here. And just give me time.
Yeah.
I'm definitely in the same boat. Definitely in the same boat. Between Classified and Super 7, I'm in a hole right now. How about you? Of course. What do you got coming up? Some RC goodness?
Probably, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I got a colleague at work. He and I are going back and forth on our Teams chat, showing
Nice.
hey, come take a look at this. And he lives up in Wisconsin, so he actually has a yard that he was like, man, I got so many possibilities. Why'd you introduce me to this stuff? So it's like we're probably gonna be over the spring and summer, ending up building maybe a makeshift track or something that we could do crawls in.
Nice.
Wes, I was looking at videos in Austin. They got a bunch of parks over there in Texas that they do that on. So kind of cool. But yeah, man, just enjoying the holidays, the festivities, and it is flying, like you mentioned, Joe. I mean, we're down to our first week here of December already, and it's like man, it's moving.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I hope that we do get to see some videos of your future RC endeavors, because I think every one of us at some point either had an RC car that didn't quite measure up or stack up to what we thought it was going to be. It looked way cooler in the commercial, but then again, in the '80s, the tech wasn't there yet, right?
Right. Yeah. Oh my goodness! If you look at it now, it's like, back then everybody wanted the gas-powered one because you can keep going and play. Now, because of the batteries and the way those motors are built, I mean, you can play for hours.
Nice.
So yeah, even like the cheap knockoff ones on Amazon, if you find a good reviewer and say, hey, for this price, for first timers that are ready to run, have a blast. So yeah.
Nice.
Sorry about the game, Joe. The Dolphins Jets game.
I'm sorry, I don't follow rugby. What? Usually by week 2, man, I'm done. I'm out. I know what kind of team I have, and every year it's bad. It's fine.
Hey, man, as you can see, I'm wearing silver and black, so I'm in the same boat, Joe.
I'll tell you, they can't do anything. But that's a tale for another day. I'm sure we could do an all sports show down the line.
Big game tonight. Big game.
There
tonight.
you go.
Is that tonight?
See,
who are they going against?
Texans. They have to win. They have to pretty much win out to get the playoffs.
Interesting.
So, well, I'll root for them because I have to find somebody else to root for now, at least for the rest of the season, anyway. But yeah, so we'd like to thank everybody that chimed in the chat, except for Rexship. You need to work on your Bruce Springsteen stuff, man. And we'll be back next Sunday. And keep your eyes peeled for what the topic will be. And in 2 weeks, it'll be the top 5 pickups for 2025. And we'll see where we go.
On Friday? Or?
So I think I'm holding off on Fridays for now, unless it becomes more convenient for more people. You know what I mean? So at some point, we gotta get a break. We're all doing multiple shows, multiple things, trying to do content. It's almost like, let's figure out which one works best for most people.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll see you next week, and we'll see you in the chats.
Takes for all the veterans out there.
Yes, absolutely. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wait a minute. I got to give you a present. Here. Come on. Single file over here. Come on. Next one in line.
It would kill him to say ho, ho, ho.
You were just here.
I was not.
Yeah, you were. You were on my lap 5 minutes ago.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. Now you're going on Santa's list and you're getting nothing.
Fuck you, Santa!
Hey!
Gloria.